Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Montgomery County Undercover, brought to you by the Montgomery County Sentinel. A lot of news going on in the county this week, but we're going to start out with a little fun and frivolity and the state high school boys basketball championship game. So for that, let's go right away to our best friend, Brandy Sims.
The Magruder Colonels are the Class 4A state champions for just the second time in school history. With a 39-36 victory over Eleanor Roosevelt, the Colonels became the first Magruder team since 2001 to win a state title. We caught up with some of the newly crowned kings, and this is what they had to say.
We took from that game that you always got to start off the way you want to finish. Like, you got to start off good.
Coming in, we knew that we thought we could play with them, but we had a perceived note that maybe it was going to be easier than expected.
I mean, we learned a lot. It helped us. It was kind of like an eye-opener. It set us straight, brought us back to reality.
Over on the girls' side, the Gaithersburg Lady Trojans captured the 4A state championship with a 60-43 victory over Wise. This marks consecutive state titles for Gaithersburg, who has won 52 straight games dating back to last season. Whew! Congratulations. For the latest sports news, stay tuned right here and be sure to check us out online at thesentinel.com. I'm Brandy Sims. See you next time.
Thanks, Brandy, and our hats off again to the Magruder Colonels for winning the state championship. That's Dan Harwood's second title with the school, and for the second time they beat Eleanor Roosevelt doing it. Looks like Eleanor Roosevelt, Magruder Colonels have your number. Moving on, let's talk about sleep deprivation. No, we don't want you to fall asleep. We want you to listen. It's a dangerous situation, and Wendy Leonard is going to tell us all about it.
According to a recent study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, there is an increased rate of both traffic accidents in general and fatal traffic accidents the first Monday following the daylight savings spring forward time change. However, there's also a decrease in those rates when we turn the clocks back in the fall. What it may be about is sleep deprivation. Studies suggest that people have gotten on average about 40 minutes less sleep the night before. And while that may seem like a small deficit, those 40 lost minutes can impact a person's ability to make decisions, think clearly, and impair a person's reflexes. The nuclear accident at Chernobyl, the Exxon Valdez oil spill, and the destruction of the Space Shuttle Challenger have all been linked to insufficient sleep. Right here in Montgomery County, every day people make the decision to forego the sleep they need and instead get up extra early to beat the morning rush insanity. According to the National Sleep Foundation, almost 2 million motorists nationwide are involved in sleep-deprived or drowsy driving-related accidents or near misses every year. It seems there are just more people suffering from sleep deprivation at the same time on the Monday following springing forward. That being said, since sleep deprivation is a constant challenge, every day is technically hazardous to our health, and that's a wake-up call.
Thanks a lot, Wendy. And now moving on to my favorite part of the show, we're going to take a look at how the county's spending your money. Well, the county and the state. So follow me, if you will, and be very, very quiet. We're hunting for government boondoggle money. So join me now as we take a serious look at the silly way your state and local government has spent taxpayers' money. When searching for wasted money, you can't take any chances. And we're not going to. Follow me. It's a dangerous journey, fraught with peril, but we'll stop at nothing to get you the story. We're even going to cross this raging, swollen river. Follow me, we're going in. the fabled inter-county connector. The state and the county spent more than $1 billion building this road to nowhere. And recently, they spent $1.4 million advertising the road. I have to admit, it made me think, what if you spent that much money advertising other roads? I wonder. Hey, when you want to travel to Rockville, you got to use the Rockville Pike. This wonderful road has been in existence since the early 1700s. So remember, when you want to travel in style, travel the Rockville Pike. And this week is special for you campers. Bring an SUV. We'll give away 2 free suckers to the kiddies. And remember, during rush hour traffic, the kiddies can play in traffic for free. So don't forget, when you want to travel to Rockville, you want to use the Rockville Pike. Nah, that'd be silly. Almost as silly as the ICC. I'll show you something even sillier. Take a look at that hole. No, really, that's that tunnel. That's a wildlife tunnel. That's so wildlife won't get killed traveling back and forth across the ICC. Of course, they don't charge a toll for that. I guess even animals won't pay a toll to cross safely, but humans will. And in fact, if you travel at ICC twice a day during rush hour, that's $4 each way. That's $8 a day times 5 days a week. That's $40 a week. If you travel it 50 weeks out of the year, assuming you take a 2-week vacation, you need to make $2,000 a year more in salary just to afford to commute on the ICC. Obviously, nobody's doing it. At rush hour, there are still very few cars on that road. Right now, I see none. You go anywhere else in this county at rush hour, you'll see plenty. But that road to nowhere has been bought and paid for by taxpayers, and at the same time, some people can't get their streets paved, and the county has cut back on services, and the state now wants counties to pay for pensions for school teachers. But that road to nowhere is right there. Thanks, and once again, that's this week's edition of Montgomery County Undercover. We'd like to hear from you, so video blog us, write us, send up smoke signals. But check us out on the internet at www.thesentinel.com, our YouTube account, Facebook, and Twitter. We're everywhere, baby. Check us out. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.